Here is a psychological paradox that will completely alter how you navigate your social reality. The more you explain yourself, the less people actually understand you. You likely believe that if you just find the right words, the perfect justification, or the correct context, others will finally validate your good intentions. But Carl Jung, the founder of analytical psychology, discovered that this impulse is rarely about communication. It is a confession of insecurity. When you stop explaining, you do not just save your breath, you fundamentally shift the power dynamic of your entire existence. Think about the last time you felt the burning need to justify a decision. Maybe you said no to a social gathering, or you chose a career path that your family did not understand. What happened next? You didn't just say no, you offered a paragraph of excuses, you fabricated a headache, you blamed your schedule, or you minimized your own desires just to soften the blow. Why does this happen? Because deep down, you are terrified of the abandonment gap, that uncomfortable silence between your action and their reaction. You fill that gap with words because you are frantically trying to manage their emotions instead of owning your own. This is the path to spiritual exhaustion. You are acting as the defense attorney for your own life, constantly pleading not guilty to the crime of being yourself. This behavior signals to the world that your autonomy is up for negotiation. And as long as you treat your boundaries as a debate, people will treat you like a doormat. To understand why silence is so transformative, we must look at Jung's concept of individuation and the persona. The persona is the mask we wear to fit into society. Over-explaining is a malfunction of the persona. It is a desperate attempt to ensure that your mask is pleasing to everyone, everywhere, all the time. Jung warned that the privilege of a lifetime is to become who you truly are. When you explain yourself excessively, you are betraying who you truly are in favor of who you think others want you to be. You are outsourcing your conscience to an external audience. Psychologically, the need to explain stems from a fragmented self. You are looking for a parent figure in your boss, your partner, or even your friends to stamp your permission slip. But here is the deep psychological shift. When you stop explaining, you reclaim your shadow. You accept that you might be seen as rude, selfish, or cold. You stop trying to be the good person and start being the whole person. Jung understood that psychic energy, or libido, is finite. Every time you justify your existence, you leak this energy. You are feeding the complexes of others. When you cut that supply off, a vacuum is created. Paradoxically, people become more attracted to you, not less. Why? Because humans are drawn to certainty. When you act without apology, you signal that you are aligned with your own values. You become a solid object in a world of fluid, insecure personalities. You force the people around you to withdraw their projections. They can no longer use you as a vessel for their expectations. They must deal with you as a sovereign individual. This is the beginning of true respect. How do we apply this Jungian wisdom today? It requires 3 specific, actionable steps to retrain your psyche. First, practice the uncomfortable pause. When someone questions your decision, answer them, and then stop. Do not fill the silence. If you say, "I cannot come to dinner," do not add, "because I'm tired." Just say you cannot come. Let the silence sit there. That anxiety you feel is your autonomy growing back. That silence is not empty, it is heavy with your presence. Second, adopt the one-sentence rule. If you must give a reason, limit it to 1 sentence. I am focusing on other priorities right now. Anything beyond 1 sentence is usually a plea for validation, not a transfer of information. Keep it brief to keep it powerful. Third, internalize the court of self. Jung taught that we must withdraw our projections. Stop projecting the judge onto others. When you feel the urge to explain, ask yourself, who am I trying to convince? Usually, it is yourself. Convince yourself first, and the need to convince others evaporates. By stopping the explanations, you enter the realm of the magician archetype. You act, and the world adjusts to you rather than you contorting to fit the world. This is the essence of psychological freedom. Stop explaining, start existing. If you are ready to reclaim your mental energy and master your psychology, hit that subscribe button. We explore the depths of the mind to help you conquer the chaos of life. Stand firm in your silence and let your actions speak.